Welcome back to another More to Live For production. I am the voice of the North. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to all my returning subscribers. Hope everybody having a good day out there. So what we got right here, man, we got part two of the Who is Rashad White journey that we on right now. So what we at right now in the story, the homie is just now, he leaving our county jail, PCDC, he leaving our county jail, he headed back. He headed to his first stop, the first prison he went to, which is Central Prison. Little history on Central Prison. Central Prison for certain people is used as like a processing place. Most people around here, I mean, I don't know about the other side of the state, but most people go to like Craven or small camps like that for processing. But from my understanding, anytime you got, I think the homie said 15 or better, you get processed at the big boy prison. And Central Prison is actually the only prison left in North Carolina. All the rest have been, they correctional facilities now. But for the one that still has the name prison, Central Prison. So that's where we at. So some of the things the homie went through while at Central Prison, he obviously, his whole state of mind is different because he went there. The fact that he had, so many different cases and they were in different counties. He was actually in prison already with 10 to 12, and then he went back and got the rest and got some more time, and that's how he ended up with 25. But what I decided to do, man, I'm gonna let the homie, I'm gonna let him give y'all that, man, raw and uncut. This is a recording from North Carolina prison state phone, so the audio isn't the best. It will be several pauses. That just goes to show the dedication that I put into this project because all those pauses represents different days actually. So we were able to put all this together on a state phone. So like, comment, subscribe, man. I hope y'all enjoy this. Shout out to the homie. You know what I mean? Like, you're really walking this down, man. It's almost over. It really is. And shout out to your family, man, for holding you down, man, and for helping me not to lose touch with you. You feel me? So that's how we rocking. More to live for. Voice of the North. Speaking of the North, speaking of our section, man, Old Pat Toast Road, man. Every project I do involving our section, I gotta, wish a rest in peace to the young homies from the North, man. Shout out to the homie Bank Roll. I mean, I know he was well known on the West Side, but that's a product of North Green. And RIP to the homie Alex. You know what I mean? He from the North. He got people in South Greenville too or whatever. But yeah, those were two young homies used to basically on me and Rashad coattail, whatever. You know what I mean? But RIP to them too. You know what I mean? The voice of the North, more to live for. The Rashad White, the Who is Rashad White story, part two. Like, comment, subscribe, man. More to live for. And I got more to go, and we all got more to live for. Run them likes up, hype this joint up, whatever it takes, man. Stalking the algorithm.
I did at CP, the little month and some change that I did was that I went to CP with a 10 to 12 year sentence, and I ended up leaving with 25 years. And the reason that came about is because I was already at CP because I got my time in Pitt County for the charges that put me in the prison in the first place. So I had ended up with a 10 to 12 year sentence. So by this time now I'm at CP, I'm processing or whatever, but I still got a pending robbery charge in Tarboro, which is Edgecombe County. And, you know, one day I wasn't supposed to go to court till like November of that year, but out of nowhere one night they told me to pack up. I'm going to court. Now this in June, so this is about what? About 5 months early that I'm going to court. And I had one pending robbery charge. I ended up going to court, and end up getting consecutive sentences. I got 9 to 12 more years added with 10 to 12 I already had. So altogether, it came up to 25 years and some change. That's how I ended up with the 25 years by the time I end up leaving CP. Uh, so what I want to talk about now is some of the relationships that, I made while at Central Prison. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is in the same position pretty much. We all just leaving the county jail. We all just got our time. We all coming from different cities, different areas, different counties, and everybody got their own experiences. But a few niggas that I met that I end up getting tight with was one nigga was named D. My nigga D was from Charlotte. He had like a 15-year sentence. He had a murder charge or whatever. Me and D used to sit down and chop it up, and build. And, D really didn't have nobody as far as family out there. He told me his story a little bit. And, that's kind of the worst way to do time when you don't have no type of outside support. And that's the situation that my nigga was in, like he ain't had nobody to call, nobody to write. Like, it's like he was forgotten, you know what I'm saying? And, bruh had a lot of demons he was fighting because of that, you know. So D and my nigga Africa, those are two niggas that stand out that I really bonded with. Now, it was another nigga too named AJ. Now, remind you now, when I first came to CP, I had to go back to court for the pending robbery charge. When I came back from the pending robbery charge, D and Africa, they already done been sent on to the prison that they was going to, which ended up being Tabor City. So when I come back the second time, I meet this nigga named AJ from Raleigh. Little light skinned nigga, pretty boy type nigga, or at least he thought he was. I met him soon as I got back that day because we both was up front in intake. He was just coming from the county that he got his time in. So, we ran across each other at the same time. Plus we ended up getting put in the same block or whatever. But the nigga AJ was a character, you know what I'm saying? But back to the nigga AJ I was talking about that I met the second time I came back around. He was one of them pretty boy types, like one of them think he God gives to women type of niggas, thought every female was feeling them, every CEO, every case manager, you know. But he did have a little shorty that was on his dick, a little CO chick, little young girl and shit. Uh I ended up finding out later on, I ended up at Tabor City with him too. And come to find out, bro was like an habitual liar. A lot of shit that he told me, come to find out, a lot of that shit wasn't true. Then in the end, he had some homo shit come out, with his name attached to it, and last time I saw or heard him, like he had a bad name. Like he was just some bullshit all the way. So I think the realest shit I probably saw at CP was just walking to the chow hall and seeing all the death row inmates in there eating this shit. They easy to identify because they all wear red jumpsuits, you know, and that was that was humbling. You feel me? Because even though I had the time that I had and the situation that I was in, like it still wasn't as bad as they was. You know what I mean?